Welcome students in my channel Mathematics at the Student. Today here I am with lecture second part of chapter polynomials for class 10th standard students related to the CBSE boards. Students, today I am going to tell you question related to the concept of lecture third part A. Students, in third lecture part A you have seen that it was fully based on the conceptual. Now students, today I am going to tell you the question based on the previous lecture. Try to understand, very easily you can get the things. Now see, the question are here. Like the question are, if alpha and beta are the zeros of the quadratic polynomial px equal to 2x square minus kx minus 1, and it has been given that alpha plus beta equal to alpha beta to find k. See, this is the question in front of you. How to solve such type of the problem? Very easily you can understand, students. You are knowing that what is here. This is sum of the zeros and this is product of the zeros. Students, one shortcut key I want to tell you. Remember always what to remember? If alpha plus beta equal to alpha beta, then here b equal to minus c. Remember always, b equal to minus c. What is it? Where b, it is the coefficient of x, and what is c? It is the constant term in case of quadratic polynomial. This ax square plus bx plus c, where a is not equal to 0, abc belong to the field of real number. Well students, now so keeping this thing in the mind, very easily you can solve this problem. Here solution, alpha plus beta, that is sum of the zeros. Why we are finding alpha plus beta? Because it has been given alpha and beta are the zeros. So alpha plus beta, what is it? It is minus b upon a. Here b, it is what? It is minus k, and a, what is it here? 2. So when we will simplify minus minus, it become plus. This is k by 2, and alpha beta, it is c upon a. C is what? It is minus 1, and a, what is it? It is 2. So in this way we have alpha plus beta and alpha beta. Since according to the question it has been given that alpha plus beta equal to alpha beta. Alpha plus beta, what it comes? K by 2, and here alpha beta, it is minus 1 by 2. Here 2 to 2 get cancelled. What you have, students? K equal to minus 1. So this is the value of k. Student, this is one way of solving. Editor, if anywhere it has been given alpha plus beta equal to alpha beta, that is sum of the zeros equal to product of the zeros, then students you have full right to write b equal to minus c, where the symbol have their usual meaning. Since alpha plus beta equal to alpha beta, therefore we know that what? We know that b equal to minus c, where b, it is the coefficient of x. What is here? It is minus k. Put the value, and minus, what is c? It is constant term, which is what? Minus 1. Make simplify, what you will get? Minus k equal to, this is plus 1, means k equal to minus 1. If you have this shortcut key, students, very easily you can find out the value of unknown. So if any problem of 1 marks will come, you can use this shortcut keys. And how it has been came, student? No need to worry. We know that alpha plus beta it is what? Minus b upon a. Alpha beta it is what? C upon a. A to A get cancelled. Very easily we are getting b equal to minus c. So always keep in your mind. See, very easily we are able to get 1 marks. Well, students, now see some other question. Always remember these tricks, students. Okay, students. Next question, students. This is very important question. Question number 2. This is here. If alpha and beta are the zeros of the quadratic polynomial px equal to, this is here 3x square minus 2x minus 1, then find the first thing here. Find alpha square plus beta square and alpha minus beta. One of the best questions, students. See how to do. Telling you the way of solving. You try to understand, students. Since alpha and beta are the zeros of this quadratic polynomial, we have to find out alpha square plus beta square and alpha minus beta. Students, in my previous lecture, in lecture 3rd A, I have told you the formula. Since we know that alpha square plus beta square in terms of alpha plus beta and alpha beta, I have told you yesterday, alpha plus beta to the whole square minus, this is here 2 alpha beta. Also I have discussed about alpha minus beta. It is what? Under root alpha plus beta to the whole square minus 4 alpha beta, where the symbol have their usual meaning. Here alpha plus beta stand for sum, alpha beta stand for product. So easily we can find out. To find out these two expressions, students, we need what? Sum of the zeros and product of the zeros. About them you are knowing very well. So now, given quadratic polynomial px equal to 3x square minus 2x minus 1, I am comparing from standard form. What is the standard form? Ax square plus bx plus c. We get what we get, student, here? We get a equal to 3, b equal to minus 2 and c equal to minus 1. So alpha plus beta, it is minus b upon a, minus it is minus 2 and a it is 3. So it is 2 by 3. And alpha beta it is c upon a, the constant term it is minus 1 and a it is what here? It is 3. Now students, we have alpha plus beta and alpha beta. We will use these values in these formulas. Very easily we will able to get alpha square plus beta square and alpha minus beta, which is our need in the question. And easily I have explained about these things in my lecture 3rd A of polynomials in details, that how these formulas has been derived. Now student, see easily, I am telling. See, now alpha square plus beta square, what it could be? It is alpha plus beta to the whole square minus 2 alpha beta. Put the values. And students, for your information, already I have written the formula here. Always go through by these, remember, always, and key point. Alpha plus beta, what it comes, student? It comes here 2 by 3 and alpha beta it is minus 1 by 3. We are going to put the values. It is 2 by 3 to the whole square minus 2 into minus 1 by 3. What it will come? This on squaring 2 by 3 we will get 4 by 9. This is minus minus plus. It is 2 by 3. As we will simplify by taking the LCM. what we will get here? 9 is the LCM, so we will get 4 plus 3 3 is 9, 3 2 is 6. This is here 10 by 9. Hence the value of alpha square plus beta square, it is what? It is 10 by 9. Next, students, we are going to find out alpha minus beta. Since we know that already, I have explained here. It is what? Alpha plus beta to the whole square minus 4 alpha beta. Put the value. We know that alpha plus beta, it is what? 2 by 3, and alpha beta, it is minus 1 by 3. We are going to put the respective values. What we will get here? We will get, this is 4 by 9 and this is here 4 by 3. By taking LCM, we can solve it. What we will get here? 9 is the LCM. It could be 4 plus 3 3 is 9, 3 4 is 12. It becomes what? 16 upon 9. Further, what it could be here? 16 by 9. It is the perfect square of 4 by 3. So we can get 4 by 3. You can write down plus 4 by 3 as well as minus 4 by 3. It is up to you. In this way, student, you have seen that how much easily we are able to solve such type of the problem. Okay, well students, now take some more problem based on this topic. Try to understand. Now the next question. Next question is, students, here. Very important question. If alpha and beta are the zeros of the quadratic polynomial 7y square minus 11 by 3y minus 2 by 3, then find alpha square minus beta square and alpha raised to 4 minus beta raised to 4. Very important question, students. Try to understand. See, again we will proceed as we are doing the questions related to this type. See the solution easily. Here we have given quadratic polynomial. This is the quadratic polynomial. So let py, it is what? 7y square minus 11 by 3y minus 2 by 3. Now students, try to understand. On comparing, we get, whenever we are comparing, we are always comparing by standard form. We get here a equal to 7, b equal to minus 11 by 3, c equal to minus 2 by 3. Since alpha and beta are the zeros of this quadratic polynomial, so since alpha and beta are zeros of py, therefore we can find out alpha plus beta. What is it? It is minus b upon a. Alpha beta, it is c upon a. Minus b upon a, and alpha beta, it is c upon a. This minus b is what? Minus 11 by 3. A, it is 7. As we will simplify, what we will get, student, here? Minus minus plus, this 3 comes in denominator, you will get 11 upon 21. And alpha beta c upon a. C, it is minus 2 by 3. And a, it is what? 7. This 3 comes in denominator, we will get minus 2 upon 21. In this way, students, we have the value of alpha plus beta and alpha beta. Now, students, we are going to find out the value of this expression, square difference, and this is alpha raised to 4 minus beta raised to 4. How to find out? See, one by one. Since we know that the formula a square minus b square, it is a minus b in one bracket into a plus b in another bracket. Keeping that formula in the mind, we can find out the value of this. Alpha square minus beta square can be written as alpha minus beta into alpha plus beta. No need to worry. You know, this alpha plus beta, it has been given here, and alpha minus beta, we know how to find out. So alpha minus beta, we know that. What is it? Alpha plus beta to the whole square. In the previous question you have seen minus 4 alpha beta, and this is what here, alpha plus beta. Now we are knowing very well to alpha plus beta, alpha plus beta. We will put the values of this. We can get the answer. See it how? Put the values alpha plus beta. It is what? 11 upon 21 to the whole square minus 4 alpha beta. It is what? Minus 2 upon 21 into alpha plus beta. It is 11 upon 21. Now simplify. What you will get here? As you will simplify, you will get here. This is square of 11 upon 21. You are knowing that it is 221 upon 441. That is 221 upon 441 minus plus here. It is 4 to the 8 upon 21 into it is 11 upon 21. As you will simplify to this expression, students, what you can get, I am telling you, try to understand. By taking the LCM, as you will simplify here, 441 is the LCM, which is the perfect square of 21. Here it could 221 plus here this 21 into 21 441. So this 8 will multiply by 21. What you will get? 168 multiplied by 11 upon 21. Simplify. What you will get here? Take out the sum. 8 1 9. This is 6 2 8 2 1 3. 389 upon 441, which you can write further as 21 into this 11 upon 21. So when you will simplify, what you will get, students, here? Here you will get what? You will get 11 times under root 389 upon this is 441. This is the value. Here the calculation is very complicated, but no need to worry. Once we have the method, we can solve. Okay, students. Next, here I am going to tell you about now alpha raised to 4 minus beta raised to 4. No need to worry. Students, we can solve it in this way. Alpha square to the square minus beta square to the square, because alpha square to the square it is alpha raised to 4 and likewise. So it is of the type alpha square minus beta square or a square minus b square. What it could be? It will be alpha square minus beta square in one bracket, in another bracket alpha square plus beta square. Well, students, from here we are knowing what? Alpha square minus beta square. No need to worry. And here alpha square plus beta square, we know how to find out. So we can write it alpha square minus beta square, and this is alpha square plus beta square. All of you are knowing the formula, this here. So what we can note down, students, here? Alpha plus beta to the whole square minus 2 alpha beta. Now put the respective values. See, alpha square minus beta square, what it comes here? It comes this value. So it is what? 11 times under root 389 upon 441. Inside the bracket alpha plus beta, what is it? It is 11 upon 21 to the square to alpha beta, it is minus 2 upon 21. Now simplify and get your answer. Now do yourself. Students, you are in such a stage where you are able to simplify such type of the calculation. Okay, so I am leaving these things for you. Just after 2 steps ahead, you will get the final answer. Students, here you are looking, if once we are knowing the formula and the way of solving, very easily we can solve these type of the problems. And students, whatever the problem I am telling you, all these problems are not present in NCERT textbook. But whatever the problem it is coming in front of you, all these are belonging from the concept of NCERT textbook, whatever the content is present. Well, students, see some more question. If such type of the question will come, students, it will be a 4 marks. for the long answer type to this question I am saying here. Now students, I am telling you some more question, and by getting the knowledge related to these question, you will be able to crack down the problem related to these questions. The next question, students, here in front of you, take a very simple question for the 1 marks or 2 marks question. Suppose students, here let alpha and beta are the zeros of the quadratic polynomial. It is what here? Px equal to, this is minus 3x square plus 2x minus 1. Find alpha plus beta and alpha beta. It's a very simple question. See how to do very easily. But students, in this type of problem, wherever you are going to solve, be careful at the time of writing the values of a, b and c, which are the coefficient of x square, coefficient of x and constant term respectively. Student, to the constant terms we are saying that the term independent from the variable also. Well, now, so see, solution, the way of writing, telling, given quadratic polynomial px equal to minus 3x square plus 2x minus 1. On comparing, we get, here students, we are getting the coefficient of x square. What is it? It is the remaining one. It is 3. That is, value of a, it is minus 3. Be careful. And here coefficient of x, what is it? It is plus 2, which is 2. And constant term, what is it here? The value of c, it is minus 1. Very easily you are looking. Most of the time it has been observed in the class that if we are asking the values of a, b, c from this type of the equation to the students are telling like this way. The value of a, they are telling 3, and the value of b, they are telling 2, and the value of c, they are telling minus 1. What is wrong here, students? Here, see, whenever you are telling about b, the coefficient of x, here you are speaking, it is 2. It means it is plus 2. So remember, plus is always understood. So if it is understood, no need to write. But in case of minus, we must have to write. So what is wrong here? Here we have to write minus 3, and student has speak what? 3. So the correct one is minus 3, and here the correct one is minus 1. So remember, always describe to the coefficients of x square, x and constant terms which is independent from x in terms of positive and negative values, whatever they are. So here, now, since alpha and beta are the zeros of quadratic polynomial, so alpha plus beta we are knowing. We know that the formula alpha plus beta what? It is minus b upon a, and alpha beta it is what? C upon a. Put the values, get the answer. Minus b is what? It is 2. A it is what? Minus 3. This minus minus plus, it becomes 2 by 3, and alpha beta it is c upon a. C is minus 1, A is what? Minus 3. What you will get, student, here? You will get 1 by 3. So very easily by doing this, we will be able to get 1 or 2 marks. So such type of the problems always coming in exams. Okay. Now, next question, students. I hope my all students are getting my points clearly, easily. Next, a very important questions in front of you. Try to understand. Next question, students, here. Very important question, students. Why it is important? look at your front everyone. If alpha and beta are the zeros of the quadratic polynomial px, it is what? X square minus 7x minus 8k, and alpha square plus beta square equal to 21. Find k. Very important question for 3 marks. See how to do. Very easy. Students, whenever you are going to solve any mathematical problem, your way of solving must be from known to unknown. Known to unknown. So first of all you have to focus to the known things. What the things are known? See, solution. Given quadratic polynomial px equal to x square minus 7x minus 8k. On comparing, we get a equal to what? 1. If we are writing 1, it is always understood, no need to write. Suppose we have x, it means x is how much time? 1 time x, but no need to write. Here b, it is minus 7, and c, the constant term, it is minus 8k. Since alpha and beta are the zeros of quadratic polynomial, so we know the formula to find alpha plus beta and alpha beta. Alpha plus beta, what is it here? Minus b upon a. Minus b, it is what? Minus 7. A, it is what? 1. So this becomes 7. Alpha beta, it is c upon a. C, it is minus 8k upon 8 is 1. So finally what we have? Minus 8k. Now to find, that is unknown thing, alpha square, to find k, given, what is given here student? Look it. Alpha square plus beta square equal to 21. Suppose student, I am saying that find out the value of alpha square plus beta square. So you have seen in the question number 2 that how we are finding alpha square plus beta square. Easily we can. How? Since we know that repeatedly if you are writing, the formula will concentrate in your mind. Since we know that alpha square plus beta square, it is what? Alpha plus beta to the whole square minus 2 alpha beta. So we can write it as alpha plus beta to the whole square minus 2 alpha beta equal to 21. And students, we have the values of what? Alpha plus beta, it is known. Alpha beta, it is known from here. Put the respective values. Alpha plus beta, it is what? 7. Here it is square. So square minus 2 alpha beta, it is what? Minus 8k. And this is 21. Make simplified. Get your answer. This is what? 49. Bring it this side. It become minus 21 and take it into right side. What you will get here? Minus minus plus 8 to the 16. So it will come minus 16k. Now simplify 9 minus 1. It is what? 8. 4 minus 2. It is 28. It is what? Minus 16k. So k will be what? It will be 28 upon minus 16. As you will simplify, what you will get here? 4 7 are 28. 4 4 are 16. The answer is minus 7 by 4. So value of k is minus 7 by 4. See how much easily we are able to solve this type of the problem. Well students, I hope all of you are satisfied clearly. And students, I am providing you one more question, and then after I will give you a worksheet for the practice related to this lectures. Keeping all the things in the mind, you will be able to solve. Okay students, now try to understand the next problem. Hardly this lecture will take 7 to 10 minutes. All of you keep attentive. The question is, students, here very important, very important question. If alpha and beta are the zeros of the quadratic polynomial px equal to, it is cx square plus bx plus a, where C is not equal to 0 and A, B, C belong to the field of real number, then write the value of number 1 alpha plus beta, number 2 alpha beta. The third part of this question, write the term which is independent of x, the given variable. Okay, see students, one more thing over here. Also, if alpha plus beta equal to alpha beta, then write the relation between A, B, C, if any exists. This is the question, students. Just now I am making this question in front of you. See how to do. Once you have the concept, you can solve. Okay. See the solution. Students, you are knowing very well that for a quadratic polynomial px equal to ax square plus bx plus c, where a is not equal to 0 and abc belong to the field of real number. If alpha and beta are the 0, then alpha plus beta what? Minus b upon a, and alpha beta what? It is c upon a. Well, so now, but here it is quite different. In place of a, what is here present? It is c, and in place of c, what is here? A. So just opposite. See how to do. I am telling you, try to understand. So solution of first. Since we know that alpha plus beta, what is it here? Minus coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square. You know, student, the value of here coefficient of x. What is coefficient of x here? This is here b. This is coefficient of x, and this is here coefficient of x square, and this one is here constant term. And remember, to this constant term it is naming by independent of x over here. So minus this coefficient of x, it is what here? B, and coefficient of x square here, what is here? It is c. So this is minus b upon c, but here you are knowing it is minus b upon a. So next here this, and alpha beta, it is what? Constant term upon coefficient of x square. Constant term it is a, and coefficient of x square, what is it here? C. Here it is c upon a, and here you are looking, it is a upon c. Just reciprocal of that. Okay, next the third part here. Write the term which is independent of x. So which term in this given equation independent of x? This constant term. So constant term which is here a is independent of x. Okay, now students, the next one, the fourth one, try to understand here. If alpha plus beta equal to alpha beta, what is the relation between a, b and c? Since given alpha plus beta equal to alpha beta, you know alpha plus beta, what is here? It is minus b upon c. Alpha beta, what is here? It is a upon c. So it is minus b upon c, and it is here a upon c. Here c to c get cancelled. What you are getting? You are getting relation between a and b. It is a equal to minus b, or you can write a plus b equal to 0. Okay students, now so in this way you have got the relation between a, b and c. But here the constant term, or you say c, the coefficient of x square, it is not present. Well, but this is the relation between these. Okay students, now one very important questions I am leaving for you related to this lecture. Students, you have to do, all of you write it. Very important. The last question here, students, a worksheet for practice which you have to do. If alpha and beta are the zeros of the quadratic polynomial px equal to, it is 3x square minus 2x minus 1, find the values of the following. See one by one. Here this is alpha plus alpha beta plus beta, second one it is 1 upon alpha plus 1 upon beta plus 2, third one 1 upon alpha plus 1 upon beta plus 1 upon alpha into 1 upon beta, the fourth one alpha by beta plus beta by alpha, the fifth one it is alpha square plus beta square, the sixth one it is alpha minus beta, seventh one it is here alpha square beta plus alpha beta square, eighth one alpha cube beta square plus alpha square beta cube, ninth one here alpha raised to 4 beta cube plus alpha cube beta raised to 4, and the 10th, which is the last one over here, alpha square minus alpha beta plus beta square. Well, students, if you will proceed my third lecture, third A, then you will be able to solve this worksheet present in third B related to the previous lectures. Once you are aware by the previous lecture, very easily you can solve this simple worksheet, but it is very, very important. Really, student, just after class 10th, if you are interested to make your career in mathematics or by taking the mathematics, you have to go through by this very important topic, because it is very important and very useful. Most of the time you will find out the application related to this concept. Thank you, students. To get more notifications related to my videos and lectures, all of you like, subscribe and share my videos. Thank you.